Melissa, as in my ex-girlfriend Melissa, why would she be at our custody hearing? Because that's one of the people that my mom is spitefully getting to be on her side and give a statement in court. I haven't spoken to her in I don't know how long. How did she even get in contact with her? She didn't disclose how she contacted her or whatever, and I'm not surprised. Everyone's plotting against me now, so this is all's fair in love and war, I guess. When was the last time you spoke to her? Just curious. You know what, I'm glad you're actually bringing this up because it's been on my mind. Even though I did nothing wrong, it's just been something that I've always thought I should tell you. But before you hit and run, like, you know, I was dealing with giving up the custody of Junior and everything, and I was in a dark place. And I was feeling lonely, and I did try to contact her. I did try to look for her. Oh. How did that go? I never got in contact with her. I think she moved on, but I don't know. It never led to that, and then the universe led me back to you. So, okay, I'm glad you told me, I guess. Does that upset you hearing that? Well, it's not pleasant to hear, because she was definitely a thorn in my side and made life a living hell. With all the paternity tests and switching babies in the hospital and hitting my son, and I could keep going. Did you call her because you still loved her or something? It's hard to tell what I was actually feeling, because, you know, giving up custody of your son and the divorce and everything, in that moment, was I really, really missing her, or was I just feeling lonely? So I don't know. Okay. So how do you feel, like, right now, since, you know, you're going to be in the courtroom with her? Do you, like, love her still in a way? And I don't ask that in an insecure way. I just want to know. Nah. As of this moment, this very moment between you and me, I have no feelings towards her at all. I'm with you. You're my life. That's how it's always been. And even when I was with her, I'd swear, it felt like a placeholder. It felt like I was with her out of revenge to you, you know? I don't know. You can't tell me that at one point in time you didn't, like, actually love her. Because I know you did. Do we have to talk about the past like this? I thought we were just focusing on now and the future. You know, what does it matter back then? It's in the past. Like, right now, me and you are together. And we're happy. I don't want to, but I think we have to, because you guys are going to be in the same room after all this time, you know? You guys have not laid eyes on one another. So it is something now that has to be discussed. Oh, you think, like, I guess how I feel a little bit with Brian being in the courtroom. You think it's going to be like love at first sight again? I guess, you know, it's kind of the same dynamic, and, you know, I'm happy with you right now. I don't want anything ruining it. Just like you don't want Brian coming back, I don't want her coming back. Miranda, she could be standing in a bikini, or she could be trying to flirt with me or something. I'm with you. I only have eyes and a heart for you. Genuinely. I know it's uncomfortable that she's going to be there, but I don't want you to worry about that. I want you to just have faith in me the same way that I have faith in you when it comes to Brian. Alright. I'll try to be a big girl and not care about it. And I expect the same out of you if Brian is there. I think it's fair to ask this question, though, because you're only human. And y'all have, like, history that dates back to when you were in college. Are you going to, like, bug out when you see her, or are you going to start with her? Because, you know, I know that was a concern with me and Brian, but it's a whole nother story between you and her. No, I'm not looking to have a confrontation. I'm not looking to be immature or anything. If she says something about my kids or she starts, then that's different, but I will be an adult. You know, you can make fun of me all you want about living off of the alimony for all these years, but I've been very frugal with it. And now that I'm taking custody of my grandkids, I won't have any money issues. I don't have kids or anything, but I'm not stupid. I know that no matter how much alimony money you're making right now, which hasn't changed with inflation or anything,
the expenses are still gonna add up when you have two kids in your household, though.
Well, that's why I'm not going to be closed-minded when it comes to money. If I have to take a part-time job and make things work in that way, then I will. If I have to swallow my pride and get some government assistance, then I will. You know, I was always prideful with the food stamp stuff, but if I have to go on that just to prove Miranda that I can do this, then I will.
How are you gonna work a part-time job when you have your two grandkids at home? Like, someone's gotta watch them.
Well, Junior will be in school, so I can easily get a part-time job during the daytime. And since you're living in my home and not doing much with your life, no offense, you will have to watch Charlotte during the day.
I may have done good when she was choking on that yogurt melt. Like, I can do good in situations like that, but on a regular basis with a kid, I can't deal with it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, in an emergency situation, I can handle a child, but like on a regular Friday afternoon at 2 p.m., I can't handle a baby.
I don't want to hear it. Not now. In reality, you're not contributing. Everyone wanted to make fun of me for that. But if you're going to live with me and you don't have a job, you're going to help me with Charlotte until I can figure that situation out. Your Aunt Dolores will obviously watch Charlotte too, so.
I just can't believe that after winning custody, you're still gonna act like you're their primary parent and you're gonna be their sole caretaker. Like, I just can't picture it.
Yes, I will do whatever it takes to make sure that I am successful at raising my grandchildren, because I know that Miranda thinks I'm not gonna win, first of all. She thinks that the judge is gonna favor her, because parents always have more rights than the grandparents. She's going to be wrong about that. But I know she's probably also thinking that when I do win, a week later, I'm going to call her and say, oh my God, this is too hard. And that's just not going to be the case.
I don't like when you talk about her like that, bro. You know, you may say that she's the reason that my mental problems are like getting worse or whatever, but she's the best thing that's ever happened to me. And the fact that we're together again, it's a blessing you can't understand. Bro, she's been here since, like, where have you been in the last couple of years? You know what I mean? Respectfully, as your friend. You've been out partying, you've been out with a different woman every week and just smoking and drinking, and come on, dude. You know, maybe if I had a friend that was there for me in my hard parts of my marriage, when I was veering off with Melissa and stuff, maybe if I had you, you know, a childhood friend, to get in my ear and tell me that I'm messing up, maybe I wouldn't have messed up like that. Maybe I wouldn't have gotten a divorce. I'm not blaming you for ruining my marriage. I'm just saying, like, you sit there and you pass judgment onto Miranda when she is literally the thread that keeps me together. Any problem that I have in my head right now, depression, anxiety, anger, that's me. I was born that way. And I'm just venting to you. And when I vent to you, I don't want you to turn it around on Miranda and act like she's causing me problems. Bro, you know, sometimes I just think you're jealous because you've never had like a real relationship. So from day one since I got married to Miranda, you've been like, you always made fun of me for not partying with you enough and stuff. And I partied with you way more than I should have when we were married. You know what I mean? I just think it comes down to jealousy half the time. I can't talk to you, man, because you're still in that bachelor mindset. I'm talking to you as, okay, I'm not married right now, but in my head I'm married to her, and because we're back together, and I'm talking to you like that. I'm talking to you from man to man about, you know, Melissa being in court and her other baby daddy showing up, and I got no one to vent to, because either I vent to my mother and she tells me to man up, I vent to Miranda and I stress her out, or I vent to someone like my mother's boyfriend and then he offers me a drink. You're the only, like, I know I need help, but at the same time, haven't I had enough help? People can't help me. I told you about the therapist who passed me off and the medication don't work. The thing about getting help sometimes, dude, is that, you know, when you seek it and it doesn't work, man, do you feel helpless after that. I can't go to rehab right now. Not while I have a custody case with Miranda. Yeah, I know it hurts, but I can't back out of it. I can't leave her high and dry. She's only got me and Victor giving statements, and her mom's got like a football team that's ready to win the Super Bowl. You really think that I could benefit from like rehab? Like an actual facility? Because I don't think, you know, as toxic as my mom is, I don't think she's as bad as me.